Thank you, Jagdish, and welcome, friends. I sincerely thank all of you to find time on Sunday evening to come to our reception in honor of His Excellency Nirmal Verma, the new High Commissioner of India to Canada. It is an honor for our chamber to be among the first Indo-Canadian organization to formally introduce His Excellency to the business and the diaspora community in Toronto. I welcome Honorable Jason Kenney, Canada's Minister for Citizenship, Immigration and Multiculturalism, to our reception, and Honorable Balgosar, Canada's Minister of State for Sports. Their presence today is a strong indication of the importance Canada gives to its relations with India. The Consul General of India in Toronto, Preeti Saran, contribution to enhancing Canada-India relations is second to none. She is a special friend of the Chamber, and successive presidents of the Chamber have been able to contribute to Canada-India relations because of her support, guidance, and direction. Thank you, Preeti ji, and welcome. I welcome other distinguished guests from the federal and the provincial parliaments and the members of the Indian Diplomatic Corps. A special welcome to Her Worship Susan Fennell, the Mayor of Brampton. I also welcome my colleagues on the board of our chamber and acknowledge, our sponsors. Your Excellency, our chamber is the oldest Indo-Canadian business organization in Canada. We have completed 35 years. We are also the largest Indian diaspora organization in Canada. In the acknowledgement of our role in enhancing Canada-India bilateral ties and representing the interest of the Indian diaspora, the Government of India honored our chamber with the prestigious Pravasi Bharatiya Samman in 2012. That honor came to us because of the collective efforts put in by our members, directors, and the presidents in the past. We have with us some of our past presidents, and I would be remiss in my duties if I didn't acknowledge their past contribution and presence today. Your Excellency, our chamber has dedicatedly worked for the last 35 years to improve the bilateral economic relations between Canada and India. We have done so by suggesting the right direction, influencing policy, and by highlighting the role of the Indian diaspora in creating a network of the economic opportunities between their two homelands. Few years ago, when the Canada's Prime Minister, Honorable Stephen Harper, visited India, the relations took an upward trajectory. A vertical shift in the paradigm is occurred in the relations, which has led to a new recognition, both in Canada and in India, of the future possibilities, especially in the economic sphere. The relationship has picked up momentum following the second visit of the Prime Minister Harper to India in November 2012. This enhancement of the ties is a vindication of our chamber's vision and efforts for the last 35 years. However, mere recognition of the need to have better relations is not enough. We will need to translate the potential of a glorious future into a reality by taking one step at a time. The signing of the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement by the end of 2013 will definitely pave the way for more businesses and will help in achieving the 15 billion two-way trade within the next couple of years. Our chamber has continued to take the new initiatives in its effort to give a new impetus and a new direction to the bilateral ties. Again, these initiatives in our support to small businesses, there is a strong tendency for the Indian diaspora in Canada to take to enterprise. and our chamber has supported their endeavors and helped them globalize. As a correlative to this initiative, we have also forged the link with the suburban cities in Canada because that is where the small businesses tend to congregate. With these twin objectives, we launched our multi-city, multi-sector India mission in 2012. We partnered with Markham last year and we partnered with Brampton and Markham this year. Our India mission 2013 was an extraordinary success. Over 100 small businesses participated in the mission, and the mission created opportunities for them to expand their business and develop competencies to turn into the global entities. The mission successfully connected Canadian small businesses to the Indian economic organizations with the significant representation in the SME sector and highlighted a growing interest in Canada amongst this group. The fulsome support we got from the Government of Canada and the Government of India underlined the correctness of our path. Minister Kenny and Senator Seth were among the decision makers who were supported us at the Pravasi Bharati Divas in Kochi and Vibrant Gujarat 2013 Summit in Gandhinagar along with Member of Parliament Patrick Brown and Devendra Suri. At Vibrant Gujarat, where Canada was the partner country and our chamber was a partner organization, ICCC was the largest international delegation. Bilateral relations between our countries will improve when we constantly define them to meet rising needs. One of the most pressing and the immediate needs of the present time is the need to build brand Canada in India and brand India in Canada. This will involve moving away from the stereotypes and creating a new awareness among the businesses in both Canada and India to what each has to offer to other and how both can benefit. This is the new direction that we will have to take. Your Excellency, you will be happy to know that our chamber has launched their efforts in earnestness. During the 8th City India mission, our endeavor was to create awareness and conduct a brand building exercise that would benefit both the countries. We will continue to work with all the tiers of the government, both here in Canada and India. We will also work with businesses, big and small, with the professional, academics, and the cultural ambassadors. We will carve an image for both Canada and India that educates businesses to take the calibrated business decisions that lead to a faster growth in trade. In conclusion, Your Excellency, I will say that our efforts will bear the fruits only when we have your support and guidance. On behalf of all our guests this evening, I congratulate you once again on your appointment as the High Commissioner of India to Canada and look forward to a meaningful working relation between our chamber and the High Commission. Thank you.
Thank you.
Minister Kelly, Minister Grossel, Mr. Bajaj, President of ICCC, Your Worship, the Susan Fennell, Mayor, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, I'd like to thank ICCC, its President, Shri Nirmal Bajaj, and the Board of Directors for organizing this event. You know, I had always grown up hearing that one of the most serious things followed in the Western world is the weekend. And I must say that the very presence of so many people here on a Sunday, steered by the ICCC, just goes to show why ICCC is ticking and why Canada is progressing the way it is. So that's one belief that I had, which I'm going to be changing. I must congratulate the ICCC on the very recent successful trade mission to India, including participation in the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas in Kochi. I hope it was not all work, because Kochi is one of or Kerala, the state of Kerala is one of the most sought after destinations for tourists, so I hope you had some time there. But we, like somebody else mentioned, Mr. Kenny, we also follow your tweets at the High Commission to get to know what's happening as far as the minister is concerned with this visit to India. And I'm certain this trade mission provided opportunities for networking and exploring possibilities for further collaboration between our two countries, especially in the small and medium enterprise sector. You know, this is one sector where the bulk of our businesses are at this point of time. Yes, for reasons of scale, perhaps it's not the most efficient model, but certainly that's the way it is now, and I hope that was factored. The mission was explained as accomplished, so I'm sure, like it happens, if this mission is accomplished, there are many more waiting on the side for the next one. And in your worship, the mayor, we already have a captain of the ship who's volunteered for the next mission. As the largest and the oldest diaspora body of entrepreneurs and professionals of Indian origin, the membership of ICCC represents a microcosm of the people of Indian origin living abroad. Indeed, that of India. You reflect India's diversity, a long-standing tradition of pluralism, secularism, our enduring commitment to democracy and the rule of law. Our vibrant culture and a strong entrepreneur spirit is also reflected in your organization. We in India are very proud of your achievements and your enormous successes in all walks of life, including in politics, government, business, education, and media. You are a mirror of India's heritage and of our modern day progress. You understand the business cultures of both countries and bring strong connections from both the sides in ensuring that we both move forward. You are truly global Indians, best poised to exploit the immense potential for doing business with India, especially in the current economic situation. As an integral part of Canada's vibrant society, you act as a bridge of friendship between our two countries. This was recognized by our two Prime Ministers during the recent visit of Prime Minister Harper to India. I was very fortunate to have been associated in this visit throughout, including participating in all the discussions that took place, as well as the rest of the 5 days outside of Delhi, where again, I must tell you, a lot of business did get transacted. Certainly, Mr. Gosal got his cricketing skills together again in Bangalore. This visit has added new depth to our relationship, which has the potential for a very strong economic partnership. You know, today 40% of India's staple food of pulses is imported from Canada. So in fact, every time there's an Indian family having a meal, be it a lunch or dinner, there is a presence of Canada on our tables. Each time, each family of 1.5 million has Canada's rich natural resources and sophisticated technological and educational base gives us a great promise to deepen our engagement. Canada can be a true partner in India's infrastructure development and pursuit for food security as well as energy security. Talking of infrastructure development, there is a requirement of investments of $1 trillion over the next 5 years. And the very fact that today our finance minister has been visiting various industrial hubs across the world, or financial hubs, basically to seek investments in the sector, because at least 50% of this is all going to come from private investment. And this is something which you're looking forward to. And I'm sure that if there have been certain impediments in the past in terms of being able to invest amounts, they are being addressed, and you'll find it going much easier. when we talk about food security, this is certainly Canada's strength, and there's much that we can gain from it. And when we talk about food security, it's not just the crops grown on the field, but it's a larger issue of food processing and the cold chain. Today in our country, for various reasons, we have not been able to have that efficiency in utilization of what we grow. There's a fair amount which does not reach the marketplace or the consumers, and it's lost on the way. And once we have this sector looked at, in fact, automatically you can say the food production of India would have gone up by that amount. Similarly, as far as energy is concerned, if you see the growth that is taking place in our country, it is an energy-hungry country. When you look at the pricing of gas, which is a surplus as far as Canada is concerned, and we're also aware that the offtake to US is reducing, there is a great opportunity here. You just have to compare the pricing at which gas is sold to the US and the cost at which we are buying it in Asia and including in my country. And there have been calculations done that even if our companies invest in the infrastructure here so that this gas can be carried all the way to India, it would still be available to us at much lesser prices than what we're getting in the world market. So I see this as another area in which there would be much help that is happening. And during Prime Minister Harper's visit, our Prime Minister has in fact appointed the Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commissions, specially to handle this task of energy cooperation. There is also enormous potential for cooperation in areas of science and technology, and I'd say including defense technology. It's not that because I'm from a former member of the armed forces and I'm standing here, but I certainly feel when I see the type of the technological base that is available in Canada and how other countries with similar or perhaps maybe a shade lesser are able to utilize this sector to its fullest potential, and it will be my intention to actually work on this during my tenure. Higher education and clean energy are other areas where we would be working together. Similarly, with the institution of the strategic dialogue at the ministerial level, we can expect